Well, there it is. All right, so how's it going over there?
Not well.
No? Well, I don't even know if anybody's listening, but we're trying. We had we had a whole lot of challenges this week, yeah?
Remote challenges, if you will.
Yeah, so we had some COVID-related issues, so we're doing this in 2 different areas, so it's not the easiest thing in the world, but we're trying.
Okay, I've got video now.
Okay. Hey, hear me.
There we go.
All right, I could sort of hear me, so that's good.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
So here we go. All right, so you want to run down? Hey, Paula, you want to run down what's going on?
We're just doing the show remotely tonight, so that's what's going on.
Sounds good to me. And I just swallowed 150 ice cubes. Jesus. All right. So did you get your beer?
Did I get my beer?
Your beer present I left on your porch?
Yes, I did. And what's weird is my camera is showing that it's on, and I don't know where it's broadcasting.
I don't know that I see anything going on.
I don't know what. I'll shut the lens on it.
Oh no, I see you. You're there. You're sitting in the.
But my camera on my computer is also broadcasting right now.
Oh, neat.
Hey, Vinnie. Hey, Pat. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? Paula.
Wow, that's messy. Yeah. I saw you. I see you sitting there on the couch.
Yeah, I'm staring like a mental patient at my video camera screen. So let's see if I can position this into a better spot.
Okay. Hey, Pat, how you doing?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We're a mess tonight.
So I was saying, you should have told me you had to do all remote stuff. I'm a pro at that stuff. I had to do it for work.
Well, it's funny because I've got this $20 piece of shit. They call it a sound card. It's like the world's most idiotic, I guess. I don't know. I guess sound card's about the best you can do. And I've got that, but everything's running through here. Paul's coming through on Facebook Messenger. It's a total disaster.
Fun
stuff. It is a hodgepodge. Let's see how that looks. I have to wait for the delay and get the picture going. And
yeah, now I just see your belly button.
The funny thing is, hearing what my voice sounds like as it's going out over this thing, and I'm wondering what people can hear of you.
I don't know. I mean, you sound really good through Podbean, at least as far as I know. If anybody has any issues, let me know.
No, you guys both sound good on Podbean.
Facebook. Can you guys hear Jim? Do you hear him well?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other part. Do you care?
Do you care? I mean, really, you're here to see Paul, not me. Let's be real.
So normally, I just see Steve press it on, and he's a podcaster.
Oh, God,
Steve,
I apologize.
For you to tune in. Yes, I did. And what's weird is my camera is showing that it's on. I don't know where it's broadcasting.
No, I see you.
Podcaster. Steve, of all the times for you to tune in, normally we do this
doing that?
A computer interface with a board and all that. What's the matter, Jim?
But he's broadcasting double.
Well, that's not happening on this.
I think we're okay now. And I've got some asshole. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, we're good. Okay.
I can't do my normal stuff. I normally have a microphone, have my headphones on, and we can do all kinds of sound effects. And instead, I look like an old man sitting on the couch. So this is not ideal. And there.
You look
Well, the
grumpy.
truth had to come out eventually, Paul.
Oh, here you go. Now you're not an old man anymore. Now you got the shirt off.
Right.
There you go.
So, can you people hear? You guys,
computer interface people here,
even though he's not in the room.
you guys here.
Waiting for somebody to respond to that. Jim, say a few decibels.
Few decibels.
There you go.
Okay, Maddie, I tried to leave you. If you're going to do that shit, you're gone. Bye. Somebody's being a
So I got a
jackass.
thumbs up. I'm guessing maybe that maybe they can hear you. Can you guys hear Jim speaking at all? He's speaking through a speaker, hopefully getting picked up. Okay, so Patty Phillips says she can hear you.
Yay.
Okay. They say they can hear you loud and proud.
Well,
So
there we go. That's all I ever wanted.
as I sit here on the couch.
You look comfy, though, man. I mean, come on.
It is fairly comfy. It's not the guitar room.
I'm sitting in the same roach chair I've been in all day.
So am I. This is my workspace.
Hey, wait. What are you drinking? Oh, you're drinking a Corona. I see it.
Yeah.
See,
I'm saving the other part later.
This is totally weird. I've got to look the opposite direction than I usually do.
I'm not looking at the camera, which is throwing me off here. I need to maybe move the camera somewhere else.
No, it looks good. You look like you should be saying, like, hi, this is guy 37. What are you wearing?
And there's the tell right there.
Yep.
Let's see if I can make a further adjustment on this thing.
Okay. Oh, boobs.
So I'm drinking a Foster's. I got my nice oil can.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, when Mr. Adler's ready, we'll do we still have to do beer. I ran down to his house, dropped the beer off, and ran back to the street. Neighbors don't know what the hell we're ever up to, so it's kind of fun.
Do you wear like the the anonymous mask when you do it?
No. I think they kind of pay attention to what I'm doing anyway. They'd see me coming out of the house unless I snuck out a window in the back. You got a lot of stalkers around here.
I'm saying you should run around the anonymous mask and shit.
Might be a little bit better. I look like I just woke up. That's fine.
Yeah, I think it was running around here in like a plague doctor mask before, and it almost caused an accident. It's kind of like that Mayhem commercial, like on the latest internet craze. It gets ugly. The way parks on the street, it's not good.
So, Steve Presto, if you would like to, you could call in to Podbean and be on the show orally, if you would like to. And
gross.
Jim, if you could put up the link in the
He said oral
on Facebook, you could call in, and then we could you'd hear him.
All right, and there's the link.
It's fuzzy math.
Oh,
Touch it.
See, this shit's working. You played Touch It. Everything's fine.
Touch it.
Yeah.
Touch it. Touch it.
I can't see it. I can touch it, but I can't see it.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I could even play our theme for today.
Okay. What is our theme?
Mission Impossible.
Oh, do it up. By moving the camera, I lost 6 people.
There you go.
They're like, oh.
See, that's what's funny. It's like I used to not be able to play music through this for some reason. Now it's working. I don't know what I did. I think I hit it a few times.
Well, no shit.
Yeah. I was arguing with the guys from Podbean. They're like, you can't do it. I'm like, I've done it before. We do it every week. Why isn't it working now? They lie.
So what I can say, and I really hope that my voice is carrying well through the system.
Yeah, it sounds good.
You sound great.
I don't know how loud and proud I sound on Facebook. Probably sound like room.
I checked both, Paul. You're good on both.
The announcement for the Sick Vicky reunion was made last week officially on CT McManus's radio show or podcast. I'm used to saying radio show. They're podcast folks. That announcement was made last week, last Wednesday. So now I can officially say that Instinct, along with Rat Rod and the band Monte Carlo, are going to be playing in September with the band Sick Vicky for their 30th reunion, I believe it is. So that's kind of exciting for the Instinct kids and all the Instinct fans. And for those that don't know, I play in two bands. I play an old school cover band, and I also play in a band called Instinct, which has been around since about 1987 or 88. And we do original rock. We write our own music. We've been writing it for a million years, and so on and so forth. So we're going to be playing this originals band show, and I'm going to put the link in here so you can all see it, and maybe you can stop out and see us. We're going to be playing there in New Jersey in September. Now, there's going to be other shows between now and then, but this is a pretty big one. Let's see if I can find the link here. I'm going to roll down. Here it is. So it's September 23rd, Friday, September 23rd, and the show starts at about 7 something. And I'm going to put the link in here so that everybody can see it.
We might have to do this more often. Your voice sounds much more
Radio.
tonight. It sounds really good.
There's Russ woohooing, and but I don't know what I sound like going out over Facebook. That's the creepy part. I guess I could just turn it on for a second.
You're going to feedback like mad. It sounds good.
Turn it on for a second. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. I sound like I'm like coming to an FM radio or something.
Yeah, you sound good.
So anyway, Friday, September 3rd at 7 p.m., Instinct with Rat Rod and Sick Vicky and Monte Carlo. We will be at the location of this place is the Union Firehouse, and I believe that is in Mount Holly, New Jersey. Tickets are $15 in advance if you'd like to buy some. Nice little bargain to go see some original rock from some bands that actually had some shit going on. Some of them are recent bands, and some of them are from back in the day. Rat Rod is a recent band. Monte Carlo is a recent band. Instinct and Sick Vicky have been around for a very long time. A very, very long time. So I urge all of you to come on out and see us all play. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Instinct will be on CT McManus's radio podcast, whatever you want to call it. We'll be on there on June 28th. And so that should be a hoot. It'll be hopefully Johnny Callan, the drummer from Instinct, Terry Fryman, or her stage name, Downey Fryman. I'm not sure. Whatever she goes by. The singer, and Russ Fryman, the bass player, used to be called Russ Allen. I never had a stage name. I figured Adler was good enough, and I was right. Because Steven Adler took my idea and ran with it.
Yeah, he copied you.
Yeah, that bastard. He is actually. I met him. He's a nice guy.
You threaten to sue him, smack him around a little bit?
No, I think he's had enough trouble in his life.
Okay, that's probably true.
Hey, Paul, just so you know, Monte Carlo just released a video today.
The DF. Russell just corrected me. You know, if you're going to do it, you know, just do it.
You released a video today?
Yeah, Monte Carlo did.
I did not release a video today.
No, not you.
Where was Carlo. It? It's on YouTube. It's called Silver Queen or Silver Ghost. Sorry.
What's going on? I can't hear whatever's going on.
You can't hear us right now.
No.
What the hell's going on here?
That's weird. He could hear us earlier.
Only you.
You can only hear me.
Correct, sir.
Oh, of course.
As well as our Facebook audience.
Well, that makes a hell of a lot of sense. Everybody at Podbean can hear Paul, yeah?
Yes.
Great.
I do not know.
How many people can I have call me on Facebook at one time?
Probably about 1 million.
Oh, well then have her call me on there, and that will guarantee that she'll be on.
Who's that?
Oh. How's that sound?
Who do you want to call? I'm sorry, you cut out.
You guys here.
Call me on Facebook and let's give it a test.
I'm sorry. I said have Paula call me on Facebook and let's give it a test.
There you go. Now we're all over the place.
Or Steve Pressip call me on Facebook through Facebook Messenger.
We're all over the place. Or Steve Presley call me.
Or Russell call me on Facebook Messenger.
And we'll put you on the air. Or Russell call me on Facebook Messenger.
Or
We'll put you on the air.
I don't know.
Okay, I wonder where that went from. I mean, I could call you right back. How about that?
Call me back?
Yeah, I could just break this call and call you back. But I think you're still there, so I don't understand why the hell it's not working.
No, there's no reason for you and I to stop talking.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Unless we're making a party line. I don't
I mean,
know if there's a way to do that.
Can you guys can you hear the music?
No.
No. Huh, interesting.
I hear no music. Now, earlier when we tried, everything was working.
Yeah, I don't know what goes on. Podbean does weird shit. Or something goes wonky. I don't know what the hell it is.
Let's see if I can.
See, I told you this one would be experimental.
It's experimental and amateur.
Well, yeah.
I like it. It's making me really happy, Jim.
I know. Well, you start out happy most nights anyway.
Let's see. Let's try and call Russell at the same time and see if that works. Yep, I can do it.
God.
Well, at least I know that'll work. So if somebody wants to guarantee that they'll be on all platforms at the same time, I take back the Podbean thing. Call me here on Facebook through Facebook Messenger, and I will put you on, and you'll be on the show.
There you go.
Along with all of our other friends, and then they can hear you, and we can interact, and we can talk about all things stupid and nothing.
There
Russell said it wasn't ringing, so I'll try Russell one more time. He said it wasn't ringing there. Try it again.
It's definitely ringing.
Dingy.
Calling Russell.
2 ringy dingies. 3 ringy
One
dingies.
ringy, 6 ringy dingies, 8 ringy dingies.
Man, Pat finally gave up on us.
He says, "There he is. You there, Russ?"
He's in the bathroom.
Of course
Awesome.
he is.
That's perfect.
So now I'm going to call Pat Schumacher because he was calling. We're getting like a party line going here.
Good night, Paula.
There's Pat.
I'm
Pat,
here.
you're on. Pat?
Well, let me get on speaker.
All right.
I hear you.
So now we've got Pat. We've got the Russellator and Terry.
Yeah.
Well, I just lost somebody.
Was it?
So let's see if I think I dropped Russ. I wonder if it's getting confused.
What the hell is going on?
I have no idea.
Jesus.
It's a show about connecting people.
That's right. That's all we're doing.
It's the ringy dingy show.
I have Russ, the bass player, on the phone, and I have Pat Schumacher, the bass player, on the phone.
Nice.
So we get all bases covered almost, right?
So you guys could talk all things 4-string.
5.
Oh, you bastard.
There you are.
Who do you think you are, Pete Comita?
Nope.
Okay.
No, not yet.
Russ, you still there?
I'm here.
Okay. So Pat Schumacher is in the band. I hope I'm saying your name right. I always do that. He's in the band Sick Vicky, and they will be at this wonderful show September 23rd. This is their show, and we are guesting on it. Russ will be there with Instinct. Terry will be there with Instinct. Johnny Callan, missing in action. Don't know where he is. So there you go, people. That's everybody.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Big time.
As we all are. Yes.
It's a hot fun reunion.
It's hot floats. Oh boy, that brings back memories. And maybe some memories.
Ew.
I don't know.
What?
I'm sorry. I was just changing microphones. How's that sound?
It sounds okay.
Yeah, I think everything's
Wow.
I think everything's back now. I
Where
hope.
in the hell are you from anyway, Private?
Nope,
You
nope,
picked
nope.
up Vinnie.
There you go.
Your music, Jim.
Yeah, I just fixed it. It somehow Facebook Messenger switched microphones on me. I don't know why.
You know the real reason.
I'm from Texas.
Well,
There it is.
There's that too. All right, beer.
Okay.
You see-
Beer.
All right, so we're going to do the beer tasting
Let me
thingamajiggy.
find some music and make it nice and
You're not looking
really,
over
really
and seeing you and doing the reaction.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's fine. So this beer is called We Are from Stable 12 Brewing.
Yep. It is. What the hell is this? It's an American style lager.
Okay.
Ooh, sounds nice when you open it.
The Doris song, not a beer.
Ooh,
Well, all I heard was the burp, Jim.
what's that?
So it's all we heard was the burp at this end.
That's okay. I think I just had it turned down real low. I'm afraid to blow you away with sound. Every time I play anything, you yell at me.
It's a Stable Brewing, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Keeping it local, keeping it proud.
We, you and Bree and Nancy and I went here once. Remember? And we actually dragged Caitlin along.
I feel like I played a bar called Stables once, but
Not this
maybe
place.
it was just a bad dream.
No, we went there one time. It's right on what the hell is it? Like Main Street in Phoenixville.
Oh, that's that little place.
Yeah, that really little tiny place we went to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, yes, Paul. You will get a picture. This is an American lager, but it is awfully damn pale. It is yellowish, and I can see through it. I'm not happy.
See, I'm drinking out of the can, so it's good though. It's malty.
It is good though. Yeah, it is pretty good.
Yeah.
It might have been in the can a little long.
A little oaty flavored, if you will.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's yeah, I mean it's yellowish and it's kind of a little bit hazy. So hey, it's a little B vitamins in there for you.
I'll take your word for it because I would have to just get a glass, and I'm not leaving the room now.
Well, I mean, let me see. I can always do.
I'm just sitting here because
In return for money.
Oh yeah,
Think-
I was hoping for some.
That's right.
You might see my photo at least. I turned on my video so you can at least see it.
This lighting is terrible. I have bags under my eyes. Look, I'm about 70 years old.
Yeah, but, let's just.
Maybe I should put the glasses back on. Maybe that would be better.
That's okay.
I
Somebody
can see and I hide the bags under my eyes. I don't know. No, I don't think it works.
I went to a neighbor's house. They posted some pictures, and there's one of them. I look like I haven't slept in about a month, which is probably true.
I'm close to that with what's been going on around here.
Yeah.
Been a crazy couple.
Yeah, you've had a couple of weeks of madness. You need a
A
drink.
lot of madness.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Does Russell have anything to add to the conversation? Non-beer or related, I guess.
Or is he still in the bathroom?
I was trying to ask the conversation that beer should be endorsed by Dora. She had a song called We Are.
All we are is all we are, right?
All we are, yeah.
We should
all we need.
we should cover that. That would be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do a cover,
John King might, right?
Now Vinny's feeling left out. Let's see if we can get Vinny on the line. Let's see if we can get Vinny. See if that'll work. I'm gonna try and call him.
Yeah, he should be able to. You'd be able to call him on Messenger.
Let's see.
Oh man, we lost Doc too. What the hell?
What's up, Doc?
He's gone.
Calling Vinny now. I hear a bass.
Sorry.
Hello, God.
Doodling.
Vinny's probably running through his apartment going, where is that coming from? My sofa's ringing. Oh, Vinny. Vinny. Vinny.
He's probably screaming into his phone right now.
He hung up.
I'm his technical advisor. I'm not there to help him out, so I don't know if he can do it.
So we lost Vinnie. I disconnected Russell.
I'm not sure you ever had Vinnie.
Call Russell back.
Oh my God.
What'd you do tonight? I watched some live thing on Facebook of some guy calling all his friends.
Yeah, there you go.
You back, Russ?
Have to turn it down.
Oh, I hear Terry.
Bathroom again?
Yeah, the technology eludes you, huh?
It's more than eluding. We'll try Vinnie again. Oh no, don't want to do that.
I only got a couple more minutes. I'm going to be watching.
Dear God.
Can you hear us, Vinnie?
Hello.
There's Vinnie.
Mouse. Oh,
There's a mouse in the house.
mouse in the house.
So we've got
Hello?
Russ, we've got Vinnie, and we've got Pat. All the party line.
Yo. And Terry's here too.
And Mama Downey.
Can everybody hear everybody? Yep.
I think so.
So this is the golden opportunity to sell at least 4 tickets tonight. We hear you, Terry.
My credit card got declined.
So you couldn't buy any tickets. That's just the way it goes, Vinnie.
Declined.
That's what happens when you don't pay the bill on time.
Oh, is that what happens?
Yeah. So now every
Somebody
time
lied to me.
every time I get one of you guys on the phone, I see the numbers of the people watching going down by one. It's funny. The whole audience is just
And it don't matter.
Yeah,
None of this matters.
Yeah, I see to scare people away.
oh, this is funny. I feel like I'm on a conference call for work.
Well, that's the thing. You just like put it up on a Zoom call and like then aim the camera at the screen.
Yeah. I could do that.
I've done that before. That's how we used to do Shakey's thing when we couldn't do that show on the air anymore.
That's funny.
I don't want to hear any of this. I don't want to hear no more of this.
What in the name of God was that?
That was Nick Nolte.
I want to say hi to you guys.
Oh, will you tell him to?
Rocket. Yes, he's practicing Iron Man right now on the guitar, so.
That is your right.
Goddamn nerds.
How are you?
I hear
Pat
it.
here?
Yep. I'm here, Mouse. I apologize now.
So, Vinnie, why don't you tell everybody loud and proud and clearly what's going to happen September 23rd? Besides people getting drunk.
If I don't wind up in jail, I think we're going to have a really, really good time, dude.
What are we going to have a good time doing?
You can do both, right?
Well, maybe. Depends on the jail and the country and who you know.
Yeah, as long as it's not Mexico, you're fine.
I don't know, dude. It's like, I'm looking for a really good time. I haven't spent time with these guys in like 30 years.
Yeah.
I saw me and Pat reconnected Mother's Day weekend. We talk all the time, but we haven't seen each other physically in a long time.
So for the people listening, because Vinnie didn't pick up on where I was going with that. Vinnie,
No, I'm brain dead.
Vinnie managed Sick Vicky back in the day, and Vinnie, along with a few other people, put together this rock and roll show that's going to be a live show with 4 bands, and I'll say them again: Sick Vicky, Monte Carlo, Instinct, and Rat Rod. September 23rd, Union Fire Hall in Mount Holly, New Jersey. And
Correct.
they put together this show. Tickets are $15. It's in the feed on my Facebook page here. If you want, you can buy a ticket. If we sell free, we'll be happy. And Vinnie,
You want to sell more than 3, Paul.
well, I'm talking about tonight. There's only 4 people watching. So if 3 buy, we're in. We're doing well. We're doing 75%.
You could split a beer later, yeah.
So Vinnie put this show together, and and he helped organize this, and he used to manage the guys back in the day. And Vinnie, he can tell you about the lineup of the band and how it's changed in history, and all of his wonderful connections and all the interesting people he knows in the business. So, Vinnie, I'm going to let you start with that. Why don't you tell people about the history of the band Sick Vicky?
All right. Back in 1985, I was friends with Buddy Blanchard, Mike Scalzo, Steve Sinquay, and Joe Seavey. Put a band together. And as time went on, we did some studio time, and a few members of the band weren't working out in the studio, so got replaced. The only original member in the band at that time was Joe Seavey, the guitar player, who got replaced. Along this time, we got Chuck Leo when Mike Scalzo left. He was the original bass player in Street Talk, before Street Talk. Then we got Pat in the band, Pat Shoemaker. He's still in the band.
I say it's Schumacher, but that's fine.
Schumacher, yeah. I laugh when you say that. When people try to pronounce Batangucci.
Who the hell mocks shoes? Come on, man. Does he make fun of shoes, or does he make them?
We recruited Rich Cox, the singer of Sick Vicky now, and then he was 15 years old when we got him in the band. We had quite a few auditions.
That caused some problems with the videos you made, didn't it? Oh, we won't talk about that on this show.
No, they're in hiding. Rich joined the band. We start working with Bill O'Quinn as a management.
Now, for the people that don't know who that is, now of course I know who that is. Bill O'Quinn was.
I know you do.
He was the very famous manager of Kiss during the 1970s, Alcoin Management. If you get your old Kiss record out, got my Kiss record out, you flip it over on the back, there's two logos you see on the back besides the Kiss logo. You'll see Rocksteady Productions and Alcoin Management. And that's the Bill Alcoin that Vinnie is speaking of.
Right, he managed Kiss, Billy Idol, and Billy Squire.
And anybody only cares really about Kiss, but that's another story.
Right, but Roman, who was Bill's lover at the time, his life partner, still owns Alcoin Management.
Very cool.
Bill left him his whole empire. And I'm still friends with Roman. I talked to him just through Facebook. Very, very nice guy. I explained to him everything about the Sick Vicky reunion. He's all excited and happy for us. He's living in Florida. He ain't going to come to the show, but he wants pictures. Bill talked about Sick Vicky a lot to him. He never met the band. Through the careers of Sick Vicky, we started recording it. I took them to the warehouse. We started recording it, doing demos at the warehouse with Nick Doda, Obie O'Brien, and Lance Quinn. And Nick and Obie and Lance are still friends.
No, he's not just. Vinnie's not just dropping names. So people that are listening understand. Nick Doda was a very big player in the United States during the 1980s with the hard rock metal scene in production of music, and he had and he had a brother named Mark, who was famous in Philadelphia for the first heavy metal non-college radio show. It was called The Metal Shop, if I'm correct. And
the King of Dirt.
King of Dirt. And with Mean Ed Green and Killer Ken, who went on to become very famous for being Ken Sharp, for writing.
Killer Ken.
He is the biographer of Kiss.
Yep, I got that book.
I have many. He's done quite a few. He's done Kisstory 1, Kisstory 2. He's done quite a few books.
He's done the Raspberries also.
See that? And I'm hoping to do some grapes, but that's a whole nother story.
I think Nick's probably most famous for engineering the Pearl Jam records.
Now that's a very cool fact. That's the kind of stuff people want to know about. Little nuggets.
He did our podcast. I don't know if you saw it, Paul.
I did not. I had some issues going on that night, which
Nick
not
zoomed
talk
in
about.
from Australia.
Very cool. Very nice of him to do that.
Yeah. It was like 7. No, what was our podcast, Pat? 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a 7 o'clock podcast with CT last Wednesday. Nick zoomed in from Australia, which was his Thursday morning. What time was it Thursday morning for him?
9 o'clock
It
in the
was
morning for him.
it was 9 a.m. Thursday morning as we were doing our podcast live Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, me and Nick's been friends for 35 years. And we worked together at the warehouse. Got involved with Sick Vicky. The F&A label records picked up and put in distribution the early years of Sick Vicky, which are all the demos that Nick the D had engineered and produced. And they're moving really well.
Good.
Moving very well.
Well, there's demand for this music now.
There is, Paul. There is. There's high demand for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when Sick Vicky went on tour over in Germany and everything, the record got released overseas in Japan, but never got released in the United States. By the time they came back, Nirvana was all over MTV.
And that was the end.
That just killed the radio song.
I remember when it was about 6 months after Nirvana hit, and I watched the audiences at the clubs we were playing diminish, like rapidly.
Oh yeah,
it was unbelievable how fast the change in music took place.
They were home being sad.
Yeah, it was well, kind of like I am today. See, I'd make a great grunge rocker now.
Well, you were dressed for it earlier.
That faded away too, Paul.
I know.
Grunge and Napster killed us all.
Yeah,
you know what Obi told me before I got Nick to do the podcast? I called Obi up and asked him to do it, but he said he couldn't because he was doing stuff with the Bon Jovi tour. So he said, grunge ruined a lot of bands, except for the established bands like the Guns N' Roses, the Bon Jovis, and stuff like that. He said, you know what kids want to hear? If you're not playing Drake or Machine Gun Kelly, you ain't going to hear nothing.
It's true.
Like, you know what, Oh, you're right. It's true. When I called Nick and asked Nick to do the podcast, you know what Nick said? The same exact words to me.
Yeah.
But what happened with Nick, I mean, I'm not going to make this whole thing about him. And he told me that when he did the podcast, that I'll do the podcast and don't make it all about me. It's about the band. It's like, okay, that's fine. But the grunge stuff hurt the music industry, but made Nick's career explode.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because Nick did the Stone Temple Pilots records, he did the Pearl Jam records.
I love that first Stone Temple Pilots record. I think is brilliant.
And you want to hear something funny, Paul? He did that in Atlanta, and I went to Atlanta and visited him. He did his Southern tracks, and I was there for the basic tracks of that record. It was like, they were called Lady Joe Young.
Okay.
They weren't even called STP back then, yeah.
That album,
They're a band that is, that album was great.
Whole feel of that album was completely different from everything else they did after that. And
yeah, it was.
There was a feel of like Jim Morrison on vocals and this almost, the guitar tones were in many ways to me reminiscent of Creatures of the Night from Kiss.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. It's a very heavy metal record.
I have to re-listen to that again. But yeah, that was great because I was there for some of the recordings.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Russ had to bail. He's I don't know if he bailed yet or he's about to bail. He needs to go help his son with Iron Man, I guess. So we bid you peace, Russell, the four-string flying busman, and many good returns. As you were, Vinnie, you were saying?
Don't touch it.
No, just,
Oh, sorry. Wrong button.
no, just how grunge ruined everybody's career in the music industry, but
It made his.
grew Nick, exactly.
Right. Well, there's always a victor. Even in war, there's a victor. There's always a guy selling the guns.
Yeah. But like before that, like he did the first Jackal record. He did the first train. I think he did 2 train records. I know he definitely did Drops of Jupiter, but I think he did the other one after that too. We're not sure though.
Good for him.
But the Pearl Jams would put him over the top.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
That made him the legend that he became.
It was funny. So at the very moment his career was launching, a lot of us were watching our music careers take a different turn. For me, it was a 14-year dormancy of nothing. I stopped playing. I didn't stop playing physically. I stopped playing professionally during that time.
I think a lot of bands did that, Paul.
It was
a lot
awful.
of musicians did that.
And the music that was coming out at that time, there were no guitar solos, and guitar solos were looked down upon, if you will. And then I fast forward probably about so that was about 92, 93. And let's see, I moved in this place in like 2002. So somewhere around 2003, 2004, I found myself in Sam Ash, which is right down the street from me. And I was just doing my thing, trying out a guitar, because I still love guitars, still buy guitars, And I'm just doing my ripping that I do. And I see these kids standing there just like looking over like, what is that? And they were guitar players. They just never really, I guess, witnessed somebody play like that in person. You mean, it wasn't like you were going to go to an Ingve concert. There were no Ingve concerts. And they didn't even know what an Ingve was. And good for them, because he's an asshole. But that's another story.
Yeah.
But,
big time.
I remember that moment very distinctly. And it was replicated many times thereafter. And then Rock Band came out. And Rock Band...
Oh, yeah, Xbox.
It revived shred. It revived playing. It revived... Nothing against, Nirvana and all that, but what happened was all the kids in the school were revering the dumb guy. The guy who was getting D's in class was the hero, not the guy who was getting A's and leading them to victory. And
when did that change?
What
do you mean? I never.
Instead of aiming for excellence, everybody was aiming for mediocrity, and that's what the grunge era brought in, unfortunately. And a lot of those guys were very talented, but I know a guy who was in a band where he was literally told during that time period to play simple solos, keep it simple. Mediocrity ruled the airwaves, and it killed the musician. And luckily now, musicianship is coming back, and that's why we're sitting here talking tonight.
And that's why we're going to do the reunion, because it's coming back.
Thank God.
Thank God, yeah.
I wish I was 20 years younger.
This should be one of the biggest, this will probably be the biggest local band show that's been put on in a long time.
I would think it's probably on par with the first couple Tease reunions, which were extremely big. There was one at Harris that I was at a couple of them. They were pretty big. So yeah, I would put it in that realm.
Yeah, I'm looking for a sellout. I think Adam Ritchie's going to go over look at the venue. Next month or something, Pat?
July 9th. I think we get to go into Soundcheck for a national. Check it out.
Yeah, going to do a walkthrough.
You got to scout the room.
Yeah, because Richie's stopped at my house Saturday.
Nice room, stage is nice. They got a kick-ass sound system.
But do they have vending machines?
In the bathrooms.
I'll bring my own.
Yeah, Richie came over to my house Saturday afternoon for a couple hours. And he was asking me questions about. I was like, I was never there. So me and Pat are going to make plans to do a walkthrough. Check out the room, see if we got to bring a riser, stuff like that. He wants to bring another kit.
Yeah,
he's going to play on
Mouse. No,
yes.
so we should probably explain who everybody is first. So Sick Vicky went through. He went through the basic lineup from the album "Kiss Me in French" that was released overseas, and we just got to tour. Eric has played on the third album that was never played live, and he's now playing
second album
lineup. Yeah, and Rich, she is the drummer now. Richie he has played with the Chaotix. He played with you for a while.
Yep, played with me for 9 years in old.
Yeah. So he's joining us, and he's going to get up there and stand on the drums and not fall off. He says
he never falls off. There was only one time.
Well, he said he fell once.
He fell once. Yeah. I was at that show. And
he said after 39 years, he fell off his kit one time.
Well, he went back with the stool, and it was all for a good cause. We were playing a motorcycle gig in the mountains, and I probably can't tell the story. So
that place.
It was an exciting night, and there was lots of moonshine and scantily clad people. It was wow, that was a night.
Yeah, I can imagine. My ex's father-in-law was a biker, and I've been wearing shoes.
I think we were in a room that held about 1,500 people, and it was just out of control, insane. We were tearing the place a new asshole. And unfortunately, we were blind drunk, most of us, and that's part of the situation.
Yeah, that always helps.
Yeah.
It's rock and roll.
The best part was he was still playing when the stool hit the floor. So imagine a man in a sitting position landing on his back, and he's still playing.
I think I've seen that with a guitar player.
Nothing.
I see what you're doing that.
But yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's the way I remember it.
He said that he fell off his kit one time in 39 years. So
I fell off his kit another time. I decimated it, but that was a whole other story. I was trying to fix a light. I'm obsessed with the lights being right while I sit in a room that looks like shit.
It looks fine.
It's not the best lighting. I look like an old man in a chair, and I am. It's fine. I tend to frame things out very nicely. I just, damn it.
Rocket.
No, damn it.
I always wondered why you put me closer to the camera. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. This is just killing me.
So Pat, you can continue where I left off. I can't leave Pat out. He's the band member. He's the third bass player, and he's a keeper. And he's left. He kind of left Danny tonight. I think it was tonight, to focus 100% on the Vicky reunion.
Like quit?
Danny and I had a little powwow tonight. We discussed, what was going on and everything, and he and I agreed that it was a good direction for both of us, and we parted ways for now. But we're staying friends, and we're going to continue working together and hanging out and doing stuff. But it was done the correct way. You know what I mean?
In return for money.
What's that?
In return for money.
Give me the cash. So yeah, I was actually not going to say anything. I was letting him. He's writing something up, just letting people know, because he wrote something up a year ago when I joined. But like I said, it was done correctly. We're still friends. We still hang out. We're still bros. We're gonna help each other out whenever we can. So it's all good.
Why don't you explain to people who Danny Danzy is and what you're talking about? Because again, you're not just speaking among friends. You're speaking among
I
6 other strangers that are.
So Danny Dancy has
the population group, Paul?
Yeah, we got, nope, it just dropped to 5, sorry.
That's my voice
Danny has
again.
a few records.
I think that's 4 of us.
He wrote and produced all 3 records. And actually, on the last record, he played all the instruments as well. So you can imagine he's an excellent player, and you can imagine how difficult it is to try to keep up with him. Very, very, very talented dude.
Yeah,
And his record Tribulations was a couple months ago. Was 4th on the rock charts in the UK. So he's doing really well for himself, and I wish him all the best. You know what I mean? And like I said, good friends, still hanging out, brothers for 40 years. So you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I bought the record. It's awesome. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's a great record. I mean, the songwriting on there is cool. It's got a bunch of unique pieces to it. You know, it's kind of cutting edge, little progressive. Got good melodic vocals going on. It's a really impressive record.
Yeah. And unfortunately, when you told him you were quitting, he went, "Good riddance."
No, he didn't do it. Not at all.
Not at all.
Like I said, it was a discussion. It was a mutual thing. So it's all good.
And Billy Sheehan's much happier now.
Billy's going to play for Danny now.
Jim Perry, you still there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good.
I'm just trying to save on the bandwidth, you know?
He's being a sponge, he's soaking it all up.
I am.
I am here.
Usually I'm just on the camera. They're sitting there nodding and smiling and being like, ah, but he can't see me now.
Instinct, yes.
Yes. You's going to release anything? You's going to record anything? Or are you just going to do the reunion and play out different gigs?
Well, there's been talk of recording some stuff, and we've written one song in the last 2 years. We have brainstormed on a few other tunes. So there is talk of writing a few new songs and recording a few older songs and getting some sort of a package together. You know, we still have the original demos and all that stuff too that went to Atlanta.
You keep your package to yourself, young man.
Yes. Well, I like to show it. So we're working on all that. Yeah, the package. So when you take the package and you get the package all done and you get some new tunes, then we might have a product. So there's been talk of that, and you know, it'd be nice to put something together and have at least 8 or 9 songs on it instead of, you know, nothing. So there's a lot of talk about it. Whether that's going to happen by September, I doubt it. But Instinct is a beast that just keeps on going since 1988. It's a very strange thing.
It's a very cool thing, dude.
It's gotten a lot more traction in the last year and a half than it has since the early 90s. And it's very funny and interesting and happy. It makes me happy that that's happening.
Yeah, it should, yeah. It's very cool that you're coming back. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're doing. Like, I don't know what the band's going to turn out, anything, but we're releasing the Kiss Me Your Friend track with a bonus track.
And yeah, Eric and Rich have already started writing stuff. I haven't heard anything new yet, but I'm waiting. He's got some ideas. Eric's going to send them over. I'm going to see if I can lay some tracks down on it.
I got to echo.
I've told you, Pat, that I knew Eric way back when I was at Bucks County Community College, and I worked at the radio station, and he used to stop in, and we used to sit and chat. And he was in a band. Oh boy. Thin Ice, yes. And I went to one of the rehearsals. He got me a rehearsal with another band, an audition with another band at that time. But I wasn't really up to snuff then. I was a young buck. I was only probably about 18 years old. I wasn't really what I wanted to be as a guitar player at that point. So it was shortly thereafter that Instinct formed. and honed its chops in the Philly club circuit. First gig Instinct ever played was at Walsh's Tavern.
Oh my gosh.
And we opened for Mark Burkert's band at the time with Tom Deck. And
Blind Date?
Blind Date. That was our first gig, and there was a...
Wow, I remembered that. It was the years having been that bad on me, I guess.
it was, I mean, that was crazy. I don't think I looked up from my guitar neck the entire night. And then we went all the way from there, you know, to the Trocadero and all that fun stuff, and played all the clubs in between, and had some really fun times. And, you know, eventually got shopped to Atlantic and Geffen, and then they asked us to do a grunge package, and that was just beneath me, and literally like beneath me. And I just, being a young man, I just said, no, I'm not doing that. And I joined. I joined 4-Star Rosie for about 2 months after that, and then that was it. I was done. If you're going to do it,
and do it, do it well. You played a 4-Star Rosie?
Oh, we never got out of the practice place. They'd recently changed singers, and I was learning their songs and working with Harris and everybody, and it just didn't germinate.
Yeah, I remember Jeff was the singer.
Yeah, he had quit apparently, and they had some new guy, and it just didn't germinate. So I ended up leaving the band after 2 months, and just I was done. That was it. I was done. I was like, there wasn't even anywhere to play at that point. I think the cell block burned down like the following week after I quit.
You have anything to do with that?
Last Mohicans, as far as clubs went, you know, there was no Galaxy, there was no Empire, there was no Hot Plums. The Velvet still existed at that point, but they weren't doing original acts. There was no more Union Station. There was the Red Garter had burned down. I'm picking up a theme here. There was no Bonnie's. There was what else was the electric something? The Electric Pony that was gone. They could all play. DJ Bananas was gone. They were all gone. It was over, and sadly, that was that. And I thought that was the end of my entire everything. I was giving guitar lessons at that point. You know, that's what I was doing, and I wasn't very good at that, frankly.
Hopefully, that's not why Cobain couldn't tune his guitar.
I hear bass again.
I was playing some Rush.
Oh, very nice. I have this is my COVID guitar that I got during COVID, because we had to play acoustic acts because we couldn't play anywhere. This is an Ovation. What is it? An 18?
Ovations are gorgeous. Can I get an Ovation or a Martin?
This is an Ovation 1868 or something like that. It's the same guitar, except his was black, that Bruce Kulick played on the Kiss Unplugged sessions. The exact same guitar. It's a really cool little guitar. I don't know if it's in tune.
I'm surprised you can actually hear this, folks. I'm not amped. I'm just kind of moving.
My mom was Jamie Summers. That joke just eluded you, didn't it? I said my mom was Jamie Summers. Oh.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
Some kids sitting there going like, no, there's no kids listening. Man, I tuned in tonight. I heard these guys talk about stuff I don't remember.
Oh, Daddy likes.
Tune his guitar for about an hour. Still not in tune. Yeah, these are just wonderful guitars, man.
Well, you remember back in the day, Richie, when we did "You Make Me Bleed" and "Cry," it was all done in that Ovation Live.
That's what everybody was using. I mean, that was the guitar.
Yeah, I read on the internet that chicks dig guys who play the guitar.
You said it, not me.
It wasn't me.
I have another Ovation in here too. I have a 12-string sitting around somewhere.
I gotta say, it was weird. I drove past the Rib House today and not seeing the outdoor stage was a little bizarre.
What about the outdoor? Oh,
it's gone.
What was that?
The Rib House, the outdoor stage there.
That's where I premiered this guitar, I think.
Yeah. It just was weird. It's completely gone. I got used to it.
I kind of dug it, except when it was 13 degrees.
I didn't when I got yelled at the whole night about how loud it was and had to hear the whole riot act. But hey, whatever.
That was a weird thing. So for those that don't know, I'm sure everybody knows. During COVID, a lot of places were opened and they were having bands, but it was, it was like outdoors, and we were in this tent at this place. And I remember we had it was 13 degrees and it wasn't a packed house. Well, it was 13 degrees and we were outside. I don't care how good a band you are.
You can't play.
And they wanted you to play acoustic and all this. And I'm like, but we're amplifying the acoustics. What's the difference?
Yeah.
It's still electric.
Yeah, I ran around all night with the owner of the place, with a decibel meter getting yelled at.
Well, let's not talk about the place or mention the name of it.
No, it wasn't bad. It was the neighbors. They were just going crazy. It's like, guys,
I have a gig coming up there at the end of the year.
No, I mean, it's fine. But they were hassled by the neighbors. They were just it's 7 o'clock. Why are you being loud?
It's COVID, and I don't want to hear any live music, man. So where were we before I rudely interrupted ourselves?
There's no time to explain, but we got a suck face like there's no tomorrow.
And email your old dad once in a while, will you?
That made sense, right?
Sure.
Don't fuck with me again. That's right. Are you shook up? Are you nervous? What's your name, scumbag?
Vincent Salvia Batangucci.
That name sounds like royalty. Are you royalty?
He's abstaining from answering.
What's your excuse?
What the fuck?
I'm asking the fucking questions here, Private. You understand?
Shut up!
The very fucking godmother said.
This is bullshit.
Your ass looks like about 150 pounds of chewed bubblegum, Pile. You know that?
All right already.
Yeah, we should do a whole show that way. We should just do that one night when we're bored.
Don't fuck with me again.
Don't do that again.
Well, we still got it, Jim.
Yeah. We're all this insanity, but still.
I don't know if everybody bailed or what.
We're all here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You got your shenanigans.
I was waiting for Pat to finish his story.
All right, Pat, finish your story.
Yes.
I think he fell asleep on us.
Before I was so rudely interrupted.
Well?
Yes.
Where was I? Before I was so rudely interrupted.
Nobody was paying attention. Just start saying shit. Doesn't matter.
Start saying shit? Okay. So, Rich and I have kind of kept in contact over the years.
Rich,
on and
the
off.
singer.
And yeah, so there's two Richies in the band now. Rich Cox is the singer, and Richie Salmon is the drummer. So it's Rich and Richie. So I will always refer to Rich as the singer and Richie as the drummer. So you know who I'm talking about. How about that?
That works.
And so Rich and I have stayed in contact over the years, and we actually just past couple of weeks, about a month and a half ago, we got together when the early years first came out, and we signed a bunch of them for a fan pack that they were doing. And I met him at Bahama Breeze up in King of Prussia. We drank, we ate, we signed stuff, and we shipped it out to FNA. It was kind of fun. And
I know that restaurant well.
I like it. It's fun.
Yeah,
I was there 2 weeks ago.
Good stuff. Anyways, we did all that, and we started talking about this stuff, and we pretty much we were going to have I think we got about 15 songs that we're going to make sure that we know and learn, and we're restructuring a little bit of the music, going for like a slightly newer Sick Vicky sound. We're going to keep the traditional stuff as well, but it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. And like I was saying earlier, Eric and Rich already has been writing a couple of traditional songs as well, but Eric is writing a couple of new songs. And like I was saying earlier, I'm looking forward to checking them out. Rich already has been writing a couple of traditional songs as well.
Sorry.
So that was weird.
The hell are you doing, Adler?
It was me.
I thought I was tripping.
You were.
Dad,
I thought I
got stuck in a time warp.
I thought I was back in 1988.
I hit the wrong button. That's why this show's about nothing.
Just one?
Not even a button.
But anyways, we're picking. I think we got the cream of the crop of the local bands that we really want to have in this show with us. You know what I mean? It's an all-star lineup from over the years.
Yeah, we kind of picked where we wanted to open up, not to sound cocky or anything, but yeah, like not disrespect to any bands out there, but we kind of Pat and Rich kind of talked about like who we wanted, and like Instinct, Rat Rod, and Monty Carter like was our first picks out of all the bands out there.
Yeah, we had a couple of others in case somebody dropped out.
I heard Striper might be available.
As well, and, a couple other bands, and just to see what was available. But we just without saying you're in, we were just kind of like putting out feelers. You know what I mean? See who might be available, who was interested.
Yeah, very cool.
In case anybody else dropped out, you want to make sure you have it covered. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Very nice.
It's just being smart about it. No offense to anybody that's not on this show. There'll be more.
No.
I'm sure we'll be playing together.
Everybody's a rock star, dude. Seriously. Things don't realize there's a lot of talent that came out of Philly. A lot of talent. I do these Friday night vinyls, and people from like all over the place. Like this one guy in there from Canada. People brags about all these Canadian bands. Like, dude, you don't understand. I'm not just talking rock. I'm talking like the tri-state area. I mean, you got anywhere from Frank Sinatra, that came out of the tri-state area, all the way to
Patti LaBelle,
all the way to Boys to Men, like everybody. Pink used to hang at my parents on the bar. Pink used to hang at my parents' bar and shoot pool, my dad's league. She used to go in there under Alicia. No one knew her as Pink.
Right.
She turned into Pink. My dad would come home and say, "Oh, we're shooting pool with some girl named Pink. Alicia, she changed her name to Pink. I don't know who the hell she is."
She's famous.
Yeah,
That's how it goes, man. Look at Lady Gaga, man.
She's an actress.
Doing Zeppelin covers and stuff. She's one of the most talented singers I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And
she's a great actress,
most definitely is. You look at Mark LaBelle and Dirty Honey. That guy's got some pipes. Holy mackerel, that guy's good. Have you heard him yet, Paul?
No.
Dude, you just to give you an idea, He sang A Whole Lot of Love with Lizzie Hale at the NAMM. I think it was 2021 NAMM.
And who is this?
And Mark LaBelle from Dirty Honey.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I've heard him sing. He's great.
Yeah, he's something else, man. That guy's got some pipes. But if you've never seen it, look up NAMM Mark LaBelle on YouTube. And look at Lizzie Hale's face when he starts singing. She just like her eyeballs almost pop out of her head. It was awesome.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, if you could play that, you listen to this guy's vocals, man. He's like he goes up and above and well beyond for that whole thing at the end of A Whole Lot of Love. Way down inside, he goes through the roof. It's incredible.
It was 2021.
He did a good job on that Prince cover.
Yeah, he did a great job on the Prince cover too.
He's got a really good voice.
2020
NAMM Mark LaBelle, and you'll see it.
Okay.
Is this NAMM 2020? You said
Who's that?
NAMM 2020.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, it was NAMM 20 or 21. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Let me see. I might have it here. Hang on a minute.
I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. I want a whole lot of love. I want a whole lot of love. I want a whole lot of love. I want a whole lot of
He's going to cut it off there before Facebook throws us off the air.
It's about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll throw that up in the.
He's good, man.
The whole band
when
really good, Paul.
When he does that whole thing at the end where he goes way down inside, he gets up to the roof, man. He just hits these notes that are insane.
Jim just put up the link in the Facebook feed so people can go check it out.
Oh, cool. That probably sound much better.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Well, it's getting broadcast through a speaker to a telephone, so it's fine.
Well, it's going through a microphone into a shitty sound card into a computer through Facebook Messenger,
Yeah,
and through you.
It's the optimal way to do audio.
Oh yeah, it's shitty as hell.
I asked this pet podcaster, Psycho Steve, to come on our show. I was asking him to come on, and hoping he would come on, and he finally comes on tonight.
Ah.
And it's a complete travesty.
I think the technical term is clusterfuck.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Playing Iron Maiden now on the bass.
Sorry. Yeah, at least you're not that bad, right?
It sounded good. Whoop, duck. So, Jim, it's 9:48.
Yeah.
Time to murder people.
Sorry. Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
we should not. Actually, that's in poor taste after the events of today, and we shouldn't even.
Yeah, wasn't that sad? Oh.
I don't even want to talk about it.
You are such a dick.
I don't even watch. You know what, Paul? I don't even watch it. It's too depressing.
I watch the news every night at 6:30 just to see what's new next. But anyway, we won't talk about that. We have happy things to talk about and fun things. Not that you can tell by my face on my podcast picture here. I look miserable. There's just some good stuff coming up, and we're going to have some great music in the next 6 months, and I'm pretty excited, man.
I'll probably try and get out to your gig at the Nail.
That's turning into a very strange gig. So we're playing with the Mathematics and Rat Rod, and there were 3 other bands added on, so it's gonna be a 6-band night.
Holy metal!
Yeah, the first 2 bands are going on 25 minutes, but I volunteered to do lights and sound with my buddy from old school, and
why?
I got. Well, I didn't know there at the time I volunteered there were only 3 bands, so we have to
renegotiate.
We have to circle the wagons. I mean, this was a voluntary thing. This was not for money. So I don't know. It might be house sound that night.
They should at least pay you in beer.
Yeah, I didn't even get. We won't even. There's just so much wrong in this world.
Yeah. Plus, it's at the Nail. That's going to be that'll be crazy anyway.
And we're not talking about like a Mickey Mouse sound system here. We're talking about a full pro system coming in. We don't mess around. We bring a full system in, and a hell of a light show. But that may be getting put to the wayside. So I don't want to speak ill of the future.
Why should so many bands in one venue like that?
Right.
Is it a benefit?
I think Lori Gallagher booked the show.
From the grave.
That's my girl Lori, though.
So listen, I'm putting on 7 bands tonight. There's only 3 hours. You're getting 15 minutes over there, you.
Now I love Lori. She was a sweetheart to me.
Who do you think you are, the Rolling Stones? Oh, she was great to me too, man. I just get a kick out of her listening.
Here's an interesting story for you, Paul. So I may have said this before. I'm not sure, but I was in a band, a 3-piece band called Hostage, where I was playing bass and fronting.
I think we played some shows with you.
I only played like a couple shows with these guys, and we went to the Empire one night, and Lori was in the audience, and she goes, "I like you." I thought, I'm glad, we can work on booking the band. She goes, "No, I like you," and she hooked me up with Joe Seavey. And
that was
when
cool.
I ended up in Sick Vicky.
Yeah, very nice.
I thought she meant I like you. Let's go in the men's room.
No, she would have taken him in the alley. There was a really cool alley,
even classier. Yeah.
There in the car dealership.
Shush you.
Yeah,
Right, the Empire.
Yep.
I remember George caught me in the ladies' room.
I remember using the ladies' room because the line in the men's room was too long.
No, that's not possible.
I was in the ladies' room in a stall.
There you go, man. The last night I was at the Empire, people had begun disassembling the place as the gig was going on. And I was at a urinal, and somebody had removed the U-joint. Why would you do this? I don't know. So
They
as
thought
you're
they were
going
in
to the
CBGB.
bathroom, it's just coming out the bottom of the pipe and just go right on the floor. And at that point,
Like
you're
the
like,
Galaxy.
what are you going to do? Ruining my boots.
Sounds like the Galaxy.
Well, the Galaxy, you didn't know what was going on because the whole bathroom was painted black. Do you remember that?
It was nasty. Smelled gross, yes.
It was the same thing at Bonnie's. Everything was black.
I hated when Bonnie's put up the cyclone fence. That was like when that era when they started putting up the fences in the bars. They did it at the Cell Block. They did it they even did it at the Galaxy, and because the audiences were diminishing, so they switched over to this all ages crap, and the young kids were coming in, and then they would start moshing, and the next thing you know, there'd be a fight. Well, what do you think's going to happen when kids are banging at each other? They're going to start swinging at each other.
Well, it started that way. M3 started getting that way a couple of years ago. Kids were showing up, and I mean, you remember you got in a fight almost with somebody in the Grove when we were watching after Docking. The kids that just came through, pushed through us and everything, and then there were kids wrestling.
Right, and I said something because I was quite lit.
Well, there were 5 of them, and all 5 of them stepped on my foot as they went by. And the last guy just grabbed him and shoved him. I'm like, "Come on, man, what the fuck?" And he's like, "I'm really sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm like, "Idiot." And then he came back through, and I don't know what the hell set you off. You just grabbed him and threw him like 100 yards away.
I don't remember throwing anybody.
You grabbed him and threw him, and him and his friends, Nancy kind of stepped back and rolled her eyes. I balled my fists, and they just kind of scampered away. And then, we were sitting out in front of the main stage on the grass, and there was this gigantic, 6'9", 500-pound fat moron teenager wrestling his friend right next to you, and I'm like, oh, please don't roll on him.
I don't remember that, but like I said, substances. It's what gets the job done.
You're good.
Yeah. That was the best part about some of the years past. It was actually nice weather there, and
not this year.
You could have some. This year was atrocious. Atrocious.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't show up. I was planning on it. When I saw that weather, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I got through one day in 47-degree weather, Pat, and my wife was like, we're out.
No, I got you. I actually was just going to come down and hang out with you guys in the parking lot.
I don't remember half the parking lot because somebody gave me
Rufinol.
A lot of moonshine, and I don't know what happened.
Pat spent the day with me.
Those M3 rocker guys, man, they'll just give you anything.
I might as well have spent the day with you, Vinnie, because I don't remember anything.
Yeah, Pat and his daughter came down.
Nice.
Yeah, I spent the day with Pat and his daughter.
Very nice.
And you were hanging out. And you were hanging out with Pat's wife.
I was, and I was hanging out with her at the after party on Saturday night.
Yeah, you hung out with his wife. I hung out with her husband.
See that? That's an interesting dichotomy.
Yeah, right.
Somebody got ripped off.
So actually, really cool. Something really cool though is my daughter is actually one heck of a vocalist, and we ever working with Melissa Daly right now at the Let There Be Rock School.
I know who Melissa is.
Yeah, and she says she's kicking.
Everybody knows Melissa.
So we're waiting. We're waiting for her to do a show with Melissa and her. She's got her in a band right now. She's doing some songs, so we'll see how it goes.
Good. I like hearing that.
She picked up the gene from Dad.
Well, I will tell you this: we have locally here in this vicinity. There's a school of rock down by whatever that horse racing place is, or
Devon Horse Show.
What's that in Devon?
It's
It's
kind of in Berwyn, but it's near Devon.
So there's a school of rock there, and a lot of the kids that went there, my son was friends with. My son did not go to school of rock; he went to a different school for drumming. But I had a lot of kids cycle through this room next door here, where I'm sitting, from the school of rock, and a lot of those kids are now players in the scene. I mean, members of Ivy Stone and bands like that. All got their start 12 feet from me in the other practice room here. Coming in, using the equipment in here, and getting yelled at by me about how to plug in their amplifiers, and knowing what strings they had on their guitars, and that they.
We're gonna stand by before you plug it in. Damn it!
Yep, they blew up a couple of my amplifiers along the way, so.
I would imagine.
The yelling got loud. They blew up my X100B at least once or twice. So it's kind of funny how all that went down.
Time for motherfuckers to pay the ferryman.
Yes. I have a lot of respect for these schools. The one thing I don't have respect for in a lot of these schools is they don't teach kids about their gear. And it's a joke about gear, but you need to know your gear. If you don't know your gear, you're in trouble, and that's when kids show up at gigs and they don't have cables and they don't have a guitar or whatever. They think it's going to be.
Yeah, we know that, don't we, Pat?
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm psyched that Caitlin's going to be going up to Montco in a couple of months and learning sound recording and music production. So maybe
Caitlin is Jim's daughter, and she's
daughter.
going to be working with Matt Porter of the Kiss Room.
Nice.
He runs the audio visual department or something.
Have you guys heard these kids Fat Mez yet?
Yes.
They are killer.
Yes, they are. Anthony Baker's working with them.
Yeah, they are totally out there, man.
They're tearing it up,
all
man.
Over it.
They are tearing.
They're
it
all
up.
over the place, and they just play and they sound so good. It's a really good vibe.
They're natural born killers, man.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Careful. There might be a copyright infringement there.
Well, Jim, it is 1 minute to 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we just picked up 6 more people, ironically.
Of course we did. That's how it works.
Yeah. It's like, oh, they're going off the air. I'll tune in.
Let's see if they have any announcements. That's all they care about.
Well, we just lost one. I must have scared him by what I said.
That's okay. We had 43 on Podbean, so that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Well, no shit.
Gunny
Can
knows.
Podbean actually hear us?
What's that?
Say again?
Can Podbean actually hear us, though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I know the other way it wasn't working earlier. That's why we came over here.
Yeah, it's probably going to Podbean a lot easier than it's going back to Facebook.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I was going to echo earlier, but it stopped.
Yeah, well, what happens is if anybody's listening to his live feed and they're on Podbean, it causes a feedback loop.
Okay.
Yep. It causes all kinds of problems. Good Lord. So Mr. Adler, what's going on this weekend?
Well, this weekend, the Mighty Old School is reigning in the holiday weekend Saturday night at Screwballs in King of Prussia. And we'll be playing all your favorite heavy metal hits. So come on down.
And maybe Andy and I will come out again.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I should be in
Why don't you do a first cover, Paul?
Nope, doesn't fit in with the genre. We are 70s and 80s arena rock. That is.
You would choke the low round fiddle with your crowd?
Probably not, and probably would cause a problem with the management.
Oh, I was asking for a friend.
You owe me for one jelly donut.
They don't have those either.
Oh boy! So with that being said,
Yeah,
we've gone past the 10 o'clock hour.
that's true.
Are there any last-minute thoughts, people?
Yeah, just have a good game this weekend, dude, and everybody be safe. Have a great Memorial holiday. Be safe. Watch your back.
September
There's crazy
23rd.
people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least try to be crazier than they are.
We'll reconnect next week.
Yeah, we'll do it again next week. And next week, Jim, we should be good. We should be able to be in the same room again.
There you go.
I won't be down with the sickness.
Oh, I only had that queued up.
Nice.
Yeah. It's been a great week. Actually, it's been a great 3 days because I'm not even going to talk about it. Yeah, so Saturday night at Screwballs, old school, me, some gin and tonics, maybe some shots. What do you think, Jim?
No, not shots. I don't do that anymore.
Okay. Are you coming this week?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I forgot to reserve a table. Fuck. I got to do that tomorrow. God damn it.
Damn it.
I'm not calling them now. I'm sure they're busy or half drunk or something.
Oh, Carlo answer.
Yeah, but I don't think they want to deal with that tonight. I really don't. I'd rather deal with Maria. At least she won't be, she won't recognize my voice and go, "What the fuck are you calling me now for?"
In return for money.
That fits everything. You could use that for everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, next week we'll sound a little bit better and not be quite so well, we'll be shitty, but not this shitty.
Was that Pat?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Pat. That'd be great. That
Thank
would be awesome.
Thank you guys for hanging out in this bizarre way and making it work.
Yeah. This was the most awkward show we've done yet, Jim.
Yeah, it was weird. It was definitely weird.
If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what would have happened tonight because quite frankly, it's weird talking to no one.
I would have just been talking like this all night to fill in.
That might have worked, Cookie Puss.
Or we could have had Satan argue with Satan.
Oh, no, that sounds more like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, or we could have just had some random chick call in and act all tough and weird.
I admire your honesty.
We'd have done something stupid.
And just the only thing I'll say about today's events.
Holy dog shit! Texas, only steers and queers come from Texas.
There you go.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. All right.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's call it there, and we'll be back in the room next week.
Good night. Good night. Good riddance.
Right.
You want mustard with that?
Then I'll just leave it with that. All right. Good night.
All right, guys. Have a good gig, Paul.
Thank you.
Everybody be safe for the holiday.
Yeah, have a good holiday.
I'll tune in next week.
All right, great.
We'll try to suck less hard.
I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow.
Peace.
And if you don't tune in, tune a fish.
Ew.
You got that? All right, buddies.
All right, guys. Good night.
Bye.
You have been listening to the American Moron Entertainment Network. This was the P Word. Good night and goodbye.
You know, I actually had a new bumper. Wait.
You're listening to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
I don't believe a word of it, but I'm getting horny.
There you go.
I already killed the live feed.
That's fine. I'm still on Podbean, so at least Paula will hear that, and I think Bree heard it. So, yeah, there you go. Win.